What's going on, guys? Your boy Rome 300. We're back again with another video. Now, I want to stress this and I want to express this so you guys can get it. Look at my face. Look at my face when I'm telling you this. This is a world exclusive. And this is one of the most anticipated fragrances that I've been trying to get in my collection for over 2 years. I'm so excited to show you guys this beautiful fragrance from Kajal Perfumes from Paris. This is Kajal Sawlage. Oh my gosh. Yo, this right here is going to be, man, I'm so excited to review this fragrance for you guys. So let's get right into it. Before I do that, I gotta pour me a little drink. Gotta celebrate this one. Got my drink prepared, a little Coca-Cola in there. We're gonna pour last little bit of this Cavassier VSOP right up in here. All that right there. Saving that last little bit. Now we can start this review. Cheers. Alright, so we're gonna start this off real quick with this fragrance was made in 2017. The actual whole line was created in 2017. And the creator behind this fragrance is Christian Carbonell. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. This fragrance is, this is one of those gems that you search and search and search for, and I'm going to start off by telling you this fragrance is, I'm going to say it from the beginning, a pure masterpiece. In my opinion, out of the whole line, this is the best fragrance that they have produced, in my opinion. Now, I do have another fragrance you guys see in my review. If you can't see it, from Kajal. You've seen in the presentation how the fragrance looks, but I'm going to break down how this fragrance smells. Now, this fragrance starts off with a powerful dose, a strong dose of, in my opinion, oak moss, citrus, and it has a coriander note that is faint at first, but give it about 10 minutes and it starts to awaken in the fragrance. But this fragrance is predominantly dominated by a oak moss, patchouli, vanilla, leather based fragrance. Now that might sound super heavy and super thick and just almost jammy. It's not. It's blended so well that it creates this leather fragrance that comes off very herbal in the beginning for me. Now, the citrus in this does not create this bright, zesty type of feel. No, it's citrus, but it's on the darker side. Now, that might be a little bit off-putting or confusing, but citrus comes and goes very quickly for me. What stays in what is just apparent in my mind as soon as I smell it, I get oak moss, patchouli, and I get almost a wet oak moss. I get a dry green patchouli. It's almost soil-like patchouli, and it's so good. I also get this fresh cut piece of leather. It just a sheet of leather that is going to be produced for something. It hasn't actually been developed as a jacket or a belt or a pair of boots. None of that. It just is a fresh cut sheet of leather I get, and that is in the opening. Those are more kind of the fragrance hits that you would get in the dry down, and that at first what opened up my eyes. I was like, man, this is starting off like this. This is going to be great when it comes down to the dry down. So once I got a little bit more familiar with the fragrance. I started to get this Middle Eastern vibe, which I didn't want, because when I was smelling it first, now to be honest, I had this sample. They sent me a sample vials. Excuse me. They sent me the sample vials last year, and I immediately went through every single one of them. I was like, let me see which one I really like. This one stood out, but about half hour into the fragrance, I started to get kind of this slight musky, slight lemony tart smell. So it was a little bit confusing because my nose wasn't familiar with it. But after about another 10-20 minutes, that coriander and that leather and that musky smell started to become more pleasant. It didn't smell like BO or like a human environment. It smelled more like I was just in a really hot forest. It was like I'm in, not even forest, more like if you ever been to the Caribbeans, they're jungles, and it's really hot, and you're just surrounded by just lots of trees, and you're close to the water but not right there. That's how this kind of smelled at first. So as the fragrance developed on my skin, I've been wearing it probably about a straight month with the sample, and don't get me wrong, of course I didn't wear it every day for a month. It was like maybe 2 days and a couple other days after that. Another note started to come, and it reminded me of something, and I was like, what is this reminding me of? And I hate that. I really do. I hate when a fragrance reminds me of another fragrance. But this one, it caught me off guard because it reminded me of a fragrance that I don't have in my collection. And it wasn't just one, it reminded me of a blend of two, which I do want in my collection, but this right here kind of came off like the best of both worlds. Now you might call me crazy, but this fragrance reminds me of Diaghilev from Raja Dove and his Hunt's Raja Dove fragrance, that Hunt's perfume, the one that is, I think, his personal fragrance. So if you were to actually spray both of those on your skin at the same time, and then have a oriental opening, slightly sweet, that's what you get. And that, I was like, what the fuck, bro? I said, man, this dude just hit a home run. Both Diaghilev, both Raja Dove are over $1,000. I said, now this, don't get me wrong, this is expensive, but they ain't that expensive. I said, if I get both of those in one, and then give me a little bit of, sweetness with that, I said, take my money, take my money. So, with that said, I asked Kajal Perfumes, I asked the creator and the owner of the fragrance. I said, hey man, listen, I'm trying to buy this fragrance. Let me know what's up. Tell me how much the price. The price literally, like in a 2-day time span, went from, I think, $250 to over $300. And I was caught off guard. And he was explaining to me, he was like, the cost of materials and all this, it raised the price. We got to make sure that we are authentic to the actual fragrance. So of course I was a little bummed. I said, okay, I'll just save up a little bit more money and then I'll get it. No, don't worry about it. I'll send you a fragrance. I almost fell out my seat. Look, y'all, $300 fragrance. This man said he gonna send it to me just because I'm so interested in the fragrance. I was blown away by the generosity. He knows. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I'm gonna cut it right there. Just because the fragrance was a gift, it's not gonna sway any, of my opinion on the fragrance. This fragrance is absolutely gorgeous, and that's just it. I wanted you guys to know that. Okay, with that said, let's get down more deep into the fragrance. We're gonna go into the heart of the fragrance. This is when the fragrance The leather, the oak moss, the citrus notes are still, you know, apparent, but now it goes into the more floral sense. And this is when it becomes more beautiful, and it reminds me not of Diaghilev, it reminds me more of the Rather Dove's Personal Fragrance, the Hunt's perfume version. This becomes more floral. It has the coriander, it has the rose, and it has the herbalness from the patchouli. Now the floral notes combined with this, you know, herbal earthiness and a tinge of sweetness creates almost a powdery effect with a floral combination, which is absolutely beautiful. It dries down on it's sweeter. It gets sweeter towards the dry down, and that is due to, for me, the vanilla. Now, I know I've been saying a whole bunch of notes and a whole bunch of, you know, combinations. I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna put the note breakdown so you can see exactly what I mean. And I urge you guys, please check the notes out, and then go compare them to Diaghilev and Huntsman and see that they don't have similarities in them. Alright guys, that was a note breakdown. I hope you guys were able to compare the three, and then you guys can come to your conclusion if you want to. Now, this is a disclaimer. The fragrance is its own. It is not Diaghilev. It is not Huntsman. It's not either one of those. It is just a reminiscent comparison to both. In my opinion, it reminds me of both of those fragrances sprayed together with a enhanced sweetness behind it. Now, this fragrance, like I was saying, the dry down is where it wins you over, because it captures all the other essence of the notes, from the, you know, lemon, from the coriander, from the patchouli, and then brings it down to the base of the fragrance, where, of course, the oak moss, the vanilla, it creates not gourmandish, but it just creates such a pleasant, sweet kind of dry down for me. And coming off of the beginning of it being a little kind of strong and very dominant and thick, and then it comes to this middle floral note that lightens it up. It's just very calming and very kind of relaxing when you have just sweet notes to kind of relax and end it off on. Now, when it comes down to times to wear this is a fall winter fragrance. It is absolutely a fall winter fragrance. I would lean way closer towards the winter, but it's not a light fragrance at all. Doesn't mean that I'm not gonna rock it. I just got this shit, so I'm gonna rock this from now all the way into the winter. Of course, I'm not gonna go crazy on the sprayer, but I'm gonna do as best as I can. Now, speaking of the sprayer, guys, I don't like wasting my juice, but I have to show you this sprayer on this. This has to be one of the best sprayers I ever seen. Now, this is a fucking ninja star. This, do you see this? This right here, man. You see that? Chuck this at somebody. This is gonna kill him. That's at least a pound. I'm joking, not a pound. This probably about like 10 ounces. But I digress. Let's go and let me show you exactly what. You can see that sprayer. Control trigger on the sprayer. Watch this. Oh my gosh. I'm not even gonna spray no more because I don't want to waste it. Oh my god. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. But controlled sprayer. Oh. I gotta take another sip. Cheers. Take a sip. I hope y'all drinking with me, man. I don't like drinking alone. Somebody better have some whiskey or some cognac. I'm not really a cognac drinker. Only cognac I like is Cavassier. But I do Love my whiskey. All right, so times to wear this, like I said, fall, winter, more towards the winter. Nighttime, yes, but I actually think you can wear this in the afternoon. I think this is still good for an afternoon wear. The whole line is targeted towards men, but I do not agree with that at all. I think that the floral notes in this will smell amazing, immaculate, sexy on a woman. And it's just elegant. It's posh, it's elegance, it's almost an arrogant kind of fragrance that I feel when I wear this. I feel like I am untouchable. I feel like rich. I feel wealthy, like on another scale. Like money is not an object when I wear this fragrance. I'm dead serious. If you want to impress someone, which if that's your thing, if that's something you want to do, if you want to impress someone, that's a no-brainer for this one, in my opinion. I'm excited to, experience more of the line. The line is going to continue growing. They just dropped, I think, like 5 or 7 new fragrances, and I'm going to explore more of their line. It's making me excited once again for this hobby. Sometimes you get into the hobby and you're like, oh, this is same thing over and over and over and over again. This one definitely did it right, and if you had to categorize this, I would categorize this as a Oriental spicy Chypre. That's what I would do for this fragrance. I don't care about age. Wear it if you smell it, if you like it, wear it. That's up to you guys. Longevity. This is going to be on you the entire day. Yo, look at my face. You come closer. The entire day. This is at least 24 hours on your skin. Spray it in your clothes. It ain't coming off. If it's not, you're gonna have to wash it like 3-4 times. Man, this is an amazing fragrance. I do want to send a shout out once again to he's a fragrance reviewer on Instagram, and he's starting his channel on YouTube, Mr. Cologne 76. This man, I practically begged him to pick up a fragrance for me, and he did so, and this is the fragrance when he was at Essence. I couldn't go, so I told them he was coming. They actually gave him the bottle for me, and he brought it back to America and shipped it to me. So thank you, I appreciate that, homeboy. I owe you one. And yeah, that's exactly how I got the fragrance. I'm not gonna go on too long. I know my videos be crazy long, but I just wanted to express to you guys this fragrance is amazing. It's a gem. It's a masterpiece in my opinion. And if you get a chance, please contact them. Ask them for the samples. They're on their website. Or I would even just say, if you like dark Oriental Chypre type fragrances, you can blind buy this and you won't be disappointed. I usually don't do that, but this one, if you have taste is as similar as mine, you'll definitely like this one. All right, guys. With that said, I think I'm gonna end it there. Once again, I appreciate all you guys for watching my videos. I truly do. I hope this was entertaining for you guys. I hope it was insightful and you got some good information and feedback from it. And until next time, like I always say, it's okay if you want to smell like Rome. I'll check you guys out in the next video. Until then, peace.